Every election season feels like the biggest moment in history. Every headline feels designed to divide us. Every app knows what makes us angry before we even do. So the question is, are we actually thinking for ourselves anymore? Or are we being played? Welcome to the Brutally Honest Podcast, where uncomfortable conversations live. I'm your host, John Corrales-Weinheimer, and today we're talking politics, media, power, manipulation, and whether the average person is caught in a game they don't even realize they're playing. Welcome back to the Brutally Honest Podcast. Let's get right into it. The divide. You ever notice how nobody talks anymore? People argue, people attack, people cancel, but real conversations, rare. Politics used to be disagreements. Now it feels like identity. Like people aren't voting for ideas anymore. They're joining teams. They're picking sides. And once politics become teams, the game changes. Because if you can keep people emotional, angry, scared, and distracted, you can control the conversation. And honestly, fear sells. News channels know it. Social media knows it. Politicians definitely know it. The more divided we are, the more attention they get. Now let's talk about social media and manipulation. Think about this for a second. Your phone learns you. It studies what you stop scrolling on, what makes you angry, what makes you react, and what keeps you watching. And once it figures you out, it feeds you more of it. So if you already lean one way, politically, you'll mostly see content confirming what you already believe. That creates echo chambers. And echo chambers are dangerous because eventually people stop questioning anything. They stop believing what they actually think. And they portray and listen and act like what they see on social media is how they actually feel. People instantly judging each other based on one opinion. And meanwhile, the people at the top keep getting richer, more powerful, and more protected. So sometimes I sit back and think, maybe regular people are fighting the wrong war. And this is something we got to continue to observe. For yourself, you should be thinking how you want to think, how you want to believe, how you should react. We're all getting caught up on what this guy says, what that guy says. This guy's right, that guy's wrong. This girl's right, but that girl has a good point. But ultimately, you're literally not thinking for yourself. This is the brutally honest question. This is the brutally honest question everyone has to ask for themselves. Are politicians actually for the people? Are politicians actually for the people? Actually, let's take a break for a second because I forgot. Just like we do before every episode. I'm sorry to cut it here, but I got to continue what I continued from day one. And that's, we chug some water. Because it's good for you, baby girl. All right, let's get back to it. Again, here's the brutally honest question. How many politicians actually care about people after the camera's turned off? Now, obviously, not everybody is corrupt, but politics has become performance. Campaign promises, perfect speeches, viral moments, and certainly sound bites. And people eat it up because politics today feels like more than entertainment than leadership. It's like we're watching a movie on CBS. We're watching a sitcom on NBC. We don't know how life is actually working anymore. It's like everyone's controlled by a puppet and we're following the story. Now think about it. If politicians truly solved every major problem, what would they campaign at next? Where's the light bulb? Put the light bulb on. Is that clicking? Is that clocking to you? Is that clocking to you? It's clocking to me. The media plays a massive role in this too. One side says one thing. Another side says the complete opposite. And somehow both claim to be the truth. Tell me how that makes sense. Make it make sense. Because it's not making sense. It's not making sense. So who do you trust? That's the scary part. Who can you trust? Because most people don't actually research deeply anymore. They consume information fast, emotionally, and instantly react. They don't even have time to process, to even do critical thinking when they're seeing information. They instantly react before critical thinking. And that's where the problem is. And once emotion replaces logic, manipulation becomes easy. So the big question is, are we being played? Maybe not in some giant secret conspiracy movie type way, but definitely physical. Oh my God, I can't say this word correctly, but give me a second. Let me sound it out. Physiologically, by algorithms, by outrage culture, by politically marketing, by corporations, by media companies making billions off divisions. And maybe the biggest trick of them all is convincing regular people like you and I that other regular people are the enemy. Do you dig what I'm digging? Then pick it up. Oh man, because while we argue online constantly, most of us are struggling with the same things. Money, rent, stress, housing, mental health, trying to put food on the table for us and our kids. Now, worrying about how to get gas without spending $200. All in all, we're all just trying to survive. Regular people like you and I. Now, to my final message, everybody that's watching. I'm not telling you what to believe politically. Because I don't care if you're a leftist, uppist, rightist, downist, if you support Trump, if you support Obama, if you support Hillary, if you support John McCain, George Bush, it don't matter. I'm not telling you what to believe. That's not the point of this episode. The point is to think, question things, challenge your own opinions sometimes. Don't let politicians turn it into a weapon against your neighbor. And most importantly, don't lose your humanity trying to win an argument. Still have your morals, still have your respect. But all in all, love wins in the end, not hate. Now, I say that to say this. You can choose a side. You can pick a side. But that doesn't mean we all have to hate each other. That doesn't mean just because you're on this team and this person's on that team that you guys got to compete and collide and talk shit about this person, talk shit about that person. Because lately I've been listening to the radio. I've been listening to different political podcasts just to get some information on what I believe and what I should talk about on this podcast. I've been watching Candace Owens. I've been watching TPUSA, whatever you say, or whatever. The whole Charlie Kirk and this and that. Like, I've been watching this podcast, radio stations, whatever. So my point is, I'm not picking sides, but logically, I am thinking for myself. And at the end of the day, I'm happy with being who I am, and I'm comfortable in my own skin. And when I hear something from the news or from downtown Washington, D.C., whatever, I'm going to have my own opinion and I'm going to make my own decision. I'm not going to let certain people influence how I feel and think. So don't let politicians turn you into a weapon against your neighbor. And most importantly, don't lose your humanity trying to win an argument. This has been the Brutally Honest Podcast. If this episode made you think, share with somebody who needs to hear it. Follow, subscribe, leave a review, and let me know your thoughts. Are we being played? You tell me. That wasn't a good idea.